Welcome to Pretty Lies and Alibis. Let's seek the truth and travel the long road to justice together. What you know, Alibiers, welcome to another episode of Pretty Lies and Alibis. I'm Gigi. Good to have you here. It is Saturday, January 10th. Just a very quick episode to update you guys on the arrest that was made in the murders of Spencer and Monique Tepe. Monique's ex-husband, Dr. Michael David McKee, who is 39, was arrested earlier today and charged with 2 counts of murder. He was booked around noon local time at the Winnebago Sheriff's Office in Illinois without incident. I'm telling you guys, I knew this had to be somebody that was familiar to them with the no forced entry, and also the fact that police were not saying there was a threat to the community. I think they were onto this guy very, very quickly. And shout out to the investigators for keeping a lot of these details close to the chest and not in the public, so they were able to efficiently gather their evidence and get their man. So how did they figure out it was him? I mean, right now, details are limited, but from what's been put out there, he was tracked by his car and neighborhood video surveillance. I'm sure license plate readers helped too. His car arrived to the house just before the shootings and left immediately after. Law enforcement were able to identify the vehicle and show it was owned by McKee, and he was in possession of that car before and after the murders. So what do we know about the marriage of Monique and McKee? They were married August 22nd, 2015, and they separated soon after in March of 2016, which would have been around 7 months. Monique was the one who filed for divorce in May of 2017, and it wasn't contested. Her reason for the divorce is she said they were incompatible. At the time of the filing, they were living in separate states. She was living in Ohio, and he was living in Virginia. They hired a private judge to oversee the divorce case, which helped to speed up the process, and also it adds a layer of secrecy to it. That divorce was finalized very quickly, 6 weeks later. There's a 55-page document relating to the divorce that I've skimmed through. One thing that kind of stood out to me when claiming property that was separate from the marriage, Monique put in the documents that she paid for both her engagement ring, which was $2,500, and the wedding ring, which was $3,500. As part of the settlement of the divorce, she had to repay McKee $1,281 for miscellaneous debts. Neither party got alimony, and they both had a mutual restraining order, which is pretty standard. There were also no claims of abuse in the filing. My question is why? I mean, they've been divorced for close to 8 years, and they were only married a few months before they separated. Was he just obsessed with her this whole time? You know, those are questions we may never get the answer to. Then again, we might. I think a lot of his electronics are going to tell a story. Was he cyber stalking them? Was he looking them up? I'm sure they're getting search warrants for all that right now. And another thing I thought about, it could explain why Spencer's coworkers were so quick to call 911 for a welfare check, and specifically saying they were especially concerned they could not get in touch with Monique, which makes me wonder, were they aware of problems with him? Another thing, Spencer was shot more than Monique. So was he fighting McKee, or was he really the target? There's just so many unknowns. What we do know is that McKee will be in court Monday, most likely to start the extradition process back to Franklin County. Monique and Spencer were set to celebrate their 5th wedding anniversary soon, and their funerals are set for tomorrow. There have been a couple of statements put out. I want to read the statement for the City of Columbus Division of Police, the statement they put out. It says, homicide update. The Columbus Division of Police continues to actively investigate the homicide of Spencer and Monique Tepe. An arrest warrant was issued for Michael D. McKee for murder. He was taken into custody without incident in Rockford, Illinois. So we do not compromise the active and ongoing case progress. Information will be released as appropriate. Anyone with information from this incident is asked to contact the Columbus Police Homicide Tip Line at 614-645-2228. So I don't think we'll get a press conference out of this today. I think they have their work cut out for them getting warrants and questioning him. Hopefully it won't be too long before they do a presser. And before we end it for today, I just want to read a statement from the Tepe family. It says today's arrest represents an important step towards justice for Monique and Spencer. Nothing can undo the devastating loss of 2 lives taken far too soon, but we are grateful to the City of Columbus Police Department, its investigators, and the assisting law enforcement community whose tireless efforts helped capture the person involved. We thank the community for the continued support, prayers, and compassion shown throughout this tragedy. As the case proceeds, we trust the justice system to hold the person responsible fully accountable. Monique and Spencer remain at the center of our hearts as we carry forward their love as we surround and protect the 2 children they leave behind. We will continue to honor their lives and the light they brought into this world. So that is the latest factually we know. There's a lot of rumors floating around, but we're not going to put that out there. As soon as we get some more official information, I will let you guys know. That is it for today. I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, and we will see you soon.